Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our, what day is today? December something, the 14th maybe? I don't know, edition of
16.
Thursday Thoughts. Oh, it's December 17th. There we go. And today I have invited my sister Adriana to join us for this live cast. Now, if you ever tune in on Sundays here at the church, you know that I talk a lot about my family. And so I wanted to bring at least one of my sisters. I was trying to get all three of them today, but that didn't quite work out because, well, people work and my other one has a baby. So there's just all these things that are going on. But I wanted to bring Adriana on today because we're talking right now during our sermon series about home for the holidays. And as we get closer and closer to Christmas, I can't help but reminisce about Christmases past and what it means to be home for the holiday. So today I wanted to just talk with my sister about some of her memories from Christmases past. And she and I have very different type of memories because, Adriana, how much younger are you than me?
20 years.
20 years. Before I ask you that question, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, where you're doing, where you go to school, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so I'm a UMKC student. I'm getting a major in communications with emphasis in film and media arts. So I'm very big into cameras and photography, cinematography. And the career that I'm choosing, it gives me a little bit of like journalism, doing films, and marketing. And at the moment, I'm a social media marketer at Jerusalem Cafe and a waitress. Come on down. But yeah, I'm just a college student living through the pandemic.
Yeah, go get some falafels, everybody. What
Mhm.
is that? There's that dish there that'll feed like a whole family for like $20. What is that one called?
So you got the vegetarian version. They're called dinner feast, and it feeds like easily 3 to 4 people, and it's everything on the menu on one plate. It's amazing. But yeah, there's a vegetarian version of that. It's a bit smaller, but still so big.
Yeah. When do you work again? So I can come down and get some food?
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow. Woo, okay, maybe lunchtime or dinner time.
dinner time. I usually work the night shifts.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm not going to share too much about my favorite Christmases because, I'm so much older than you that they kind of blend together now. But a lot of my Christmases, at least up until I was 10, were spent at Grandma and Grandpa Ireland's house in Raytown, where they used to live. You didn't really get to spend a lot of time in that house. It's a great
No, and
house.
if I was there, I was pretty much alone because all the our cousins, are much older than me. Alicia is the closest one in age, which is by 10 years. So no one really
10
came
years.
home for the holidays anymore.
Huh. Okay. Well, then I'm betting your home for the holidays are more related to Ecuador than they are,
Yes.
or just random. I always feel like yours would be random what it means to go home for the holidays.
Yeah, so
So
every year it's
tell me about what it
different.
means to go home for the holidays.
Yeah, so every year it's different for me. I either spend it with my mom or Poppy. So I just kind of we'll just kind of guess it like the year before where we're gonna go. And I spent a lot of my Christmas Christmas Eve. I'm not sure if it's Eve or Christmas Day, with Mommy Fiji, my grandmother in Ecuador. And like that's when like everyone shows up and we have a big dinner and then we open our gifts at midnight because it's different in South America. They open gifts late at night rather than in the morning. But those have been like the ones that I've seen the most family. But other than that, it's like I either come here to Kansas City, see mom, but when I was living in Ecuador, but it's been jumping back and forth. But prior to that in like Florida, being like an actual kid, like waking up for Christmas, being excited. Those were like big, like even though it's just a small family, like it was like a lot of presents, Alicia, and like just our immediate family were together.
That's cool. Yeah, that's what I remember the most. I know I remember before we moved to Ecuador, we would always, or at least, okay, so I was like 6 years older than Alex, or I am 6 years older than Alex. I always wanted to open presents when we got home from Grandma and Grandpa's house because we would go to their house and have a big dinner. And we'd open some presents, and then I'd want to open the rest of them when we got home. And sometimes Mom and Poppy would let us do that, and then we didn't have presents the next morning, except from Santa, of course. So. Um, but I remember like the dinners in Ecuador, and when I was young, we used to dance a lot. Did you guys
Oh
do a
my
lot of
god.
dancing?
I've never experienced the dancing ones. Like, well, I say that, but like we'll go and we'll put on music and like a couple people will dance. But from like the home videos that I've seen when I was like literally like 2 years old, people are like in a circle like dancing, like they're bumping in a tiny, well, it's not a small house, but it's a creaky house.
Yeah, I was always afraid that
The
the floor
floor.
was gonna fall out because it was so old. But no, we used to dance a lot at Mommy TG and Papi Eduardo's house for Christmas, and anytime we were there, like I don't know what would happen. Just all of a sudden, everybody's like, "Bailamos, bailamos," and I'm like, "Okay."
It
So
is their natural go-to.
yeah, I mean, you don't have anything else to do, let's dance. You know, why not? That's it's good for you. It's good for you. But oh, look, we've got a lot of people watching today. Mom says, "Hi, baby." And Alex says, "Love you guys." And then Jen is on, our cousin. She says, "Hey, cousins." And
Oh,
hey,
what's up?
Diane Salisbury. I used to work with her at another church. So we got quite a few people who are interested in you today. Uh, so it's always good to bring in a friend, and especially a
I'm a
family
special
member.
guest.
So I'm like, what are you to me? I don't know. Before I'm going to invite you to help me show people how to do our virtual candle lighting challenge. But first, before I do that, I want to remind everybody of our Christmas Eve services. We have two of them on December 24th. That's when we usually have Christmas Eve. We have a service at 5 o'clock and then 5:30 p.m. And those are online only. So don't come to the church. Watch them online. We made these at times that would hopefully go support, or it would fit in with your family gatherings, your small family gatherings. Remember, we are doing our best this year to help mediate the spread of COVID. And I don't think the word is mediate, is it? Whatever. So they're going to have the candlelight service online, and that's why we want to invite you into what we're calling this virtual candlelighting challenge. So what you need to do is you need to get your cell phone. You could do it on a laptop, whatever you have, and get yourself any type of candle. Adriana, show them what candle you have.
No idea. Got a nice little one
She's
right
got
here.
a votive, so that'll work too. If you have a candle like this is better, but we will accept all kinds of candles. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a demonstration, and this is what it will look like. We'll edit it together and it'll look a little bit cleaner, but I am going off to my right side to light my candle, and then I will pass it in front of the screen, and then I'll go off to the left, my left, and I'll light Adriana's candle, and she'll bring it into the middle, and then she'll pass it off to the next person to her left. So just like that, and then you'll bring your candle right back to the middle, and then we will edit that, and it makes it fun and dandy and easy to do. And she's got a helper over there right now, so. Well, anyway, Adriana, I'm so glad that you joined me. Now, if you can remember like your favorite Christmas Eve, Christmas time, doesn't have to be just Christmas Eve. I'd love to know about that.
Gosh, I'm trying to think of like, so it's kind of cliche, but like my favorite Christmases are when, can I light this out?
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
can
supposed
put
to
it
hold
out.
this. Okay, I'm
No,
like,
you
I'm gonna burn my
can
face,
move mine out.
my eyebrows. It's when like all of us are together, like all the sisters, mom and poppy, because I feel like for the most part, a lot of my Christmases are only spent with like half of my immediate family. So I would say like it'd be between like the last two Christmases that we had because we all went to Ecuador. And for me, like that's my favorite time of year is like when I get to see everyone because that's the most rare time. Like that alone is the gift of like Christmas because we don't really, for me, like Christmas isn't about like gifts and like we don't really do that anymore. So just like seeing everyone is the gift. And I'd say like the last two, and especially like the last one last year, is probably the best one because that's the last time that we saw Poppy, Alex, Alicia, and even the extended family too, which I don't even know when that will be normal again, is to see extended family. But just like seeing immediate family alone was like the best thing. And I probably wouldn't have said that that was my favorite Christmas, like if COVID wasn't a thing, but it's definitely made me like appreciate it more and like cherish it. Think like I can't wait until another time we can have something like that because that'll be like a
Yeah.
blessing. So
Yeah, I always am really excited when I get to see all of you for Christmas. Of course, Christmas for me means like the week after Christmas because I usually work on Christmas Eve and I can't be in Ecuador or in Florida on Christmas Eve with everybody. So, yeah, but one of the things that I like that's happened with COVID, and the only good things that for our birthdays and Mother's Day and Father's Day, we're all together for that through Zoom, of
Hmm.
course, but
And
it's
I don't know why
interesting. We have all
we didn't start that before. We've always been so far away from each other,
I know
spending a
it
lot of
works. We
holidays
don't have
without
any
each other.
excuse. Yeah, it's like so easy to turn on Zoom. I liked when we were doing the cooking lessons with Poppy and Ludi. That was
Those are
fun.
awesome.
That was a fun time. Or just watching you all cook while I did nothing. So, but anyway, there, yes, Alex said that she wishes she could call in. If you would have checked your messages, you could have. Next time, I'll bring you in. So, all
No.
right, Adriana, I want to thank you for joining us. Thank you for doing the demonstration with the candle. And there's going to be another video that we load to IGTV. We'll put it on our stories, all that. So there's no excuse to miss it. So it'll be in our newsletter too. All right, Adriana, thank you for coming. I appreciate you being here today. Love you. All
Yeah, love you too.
right, thank you, Country Club, and the rest of Kansas City, or whoever's watching. Thanks for tuning in today. See you maybe not next Thursday because it's Christmas Day. So, all right. All right. Oh, and I saw Jacob's shadow. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a good day.
Bye.